The following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting at Western Illinois University.
Coming up on Live at 4, an upcoming election will decide the fate of a potential hike in sales tax, why not everyone is on board with paying more at the checkout line. And Leatherneck softball's leading scorer Sammy Marshall is going pro, how she plans to transition to the big leagues later this year. Also, we may be seeing some cooler temps this weekend. Nick Stewart has your full forecast. All that and more, now.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
Election Day is less than a week away, and McDonough County voters have a variety of issues on the ballot.
Residents will vote on one of those issues, a possible sales tax increase, on Tuesday. Proponents say the hike will go to improving our county roads, but some people don't support the measure.
That's right. NEWS Zunica brings us both sides of the story.
County highways in rural areas often feel with little traffic. These roads are often left ignored and unattended, leaving them to crack and wither. Lawmakers say McDonough County has about 180 miles of county roads needing restoration.
Some of the roads will have to be rebuilt in places. One of the main goals of this project is to be able to get on that annual maintenance program, and then hopefully our roads will last longer and will not require a major rebuild at some point in the future.
The project would increase the sales tax to what would amount to $0.25 for every $100 spent.
The board unanimously passed this question to be put on the ballot. I think that shows strong support within the board.
While the board agrees this motion would help maintain the roads and pay for itself over time, some residents have trouble accepting another tax increase.
Why keep raising taxes and taxes? Illinois has done nothing but raise taxes for years and years, and it's time it stops.
Schwerer says motor fuel tax money has dropped considerably in the past decade alone. What used to be the main source of income for the county highway can no longer sustain it. But money is not the only issue.
We want the children to have safe, good roads to travel to and from home and to their schools and their school activities. We are also concerned about the safety and the well-being of our emergency vehicles that sometimes need to travel at a higher rate of speed.
The sales tax increase would not affect the cost of title vehicles, food, or prescription medication. For News 3, I'm Anna-Malay Zuniga.
The board will have an informational meeting on this proposal at the Spoon River Outreach Center tonight at 7 p.m. Also, a special election has been set to replace former U.S. Representative Aaron Schock. Governor Bruce Rauner scheduled the election for this summer to fill the vacant 18th congressional district seat. Illinois law requires the election to take place at least 115 days after the seat becomes vacant. The governor's office has set a special primary election for June 8th. Now, the special election scheduled for June 24th. Interested candidates can begin to file nomination papers with the state on April 15th and no later than April 20th. One of those candidates is State Senator Darren LaHood. LaHood is campaigning for the vacant congressional seat representing the 18th district. The state senator announced his candidacy in Macomb on Tuesday afternoon in front of the McDonough County Courthouse. He has served the state Senate since his appointment in 2011 and won re-election in an unopposed race in 2012.
Illinois State Police will conduct roadside safety checks here in McDonough County. During the month of April, ISP will be watching for people operating vehicles in an unsafe manner. This includes driving with a suspended or revoked driver's license, transporting open alcoholic beverages, or driving under the influence. Alcohol and drug impairment plays a role in nearly 40% of all motor vehicle crash fatalities in Illinois. ISP says these safety checks keep the roads safe by taking dangerous DUI offenders off the roads. This project is funded through the Illinois Department of Transportation and Division of Transportation Safety.
Downtown Macomb has a new opportunity in the future as the Downtown Development Coordinator seat is once filled again. New at 4, we've learned Andrea Keene has accepted the position as the Macomb Downtown Development Coordinator. She moved to Macomb in the start of WIU's golf team in 2000. Keene grew up in Rushville and has lived in Macomb since starting the team. Andrea said she sees potential for the downtown area and is ready to put life back into the area.
I want to see our downtown become more vitalized. I want to see more people downtown. I want to see it be a hub for where people want to hang out.
Keene's plan is to communicate with locals and understand what they expect from the downtown area. Not only does she want to work with the locals, but also become partners to the stores in the city. On Monday night's city council meeting, I spoke to Andrea, and she's very excited to take on this role. She told me that she has a plan that she has not yet showed the mayor, but she's very excited and has a good vision for the future of McComb.
WIU's Office of Public Safety hosted Coffee with a Cop this Wednesday in the Union. The event took place in the food court yesterday afternoon. Macomb Police, the Office of Public Safety, the McDonough County Sheriff, and Illinois State Police were in attendance. The event is a chance for police officers to interact with the community. Community members were given the chance to ask the police about current issues and have some of their questions answered. Sergeant Derek Watts of OPS coordinated the event and says that this is a good way for the community to see police in a positive light.
What it does is it lets students know that police officers are people too. We're actually talk to people in a positive manner. There's no agenda, nobody's not sitting in front of a podium, having a 2-hour conference on a certain event that happened or anything like that.
Coffee with a Cop is a nationwide event supported by the Department of Justice and the Office of Community-Oriented Policing Services. And the Agriculture Department here at WIU is hoping to update their bull test facilities. These updates, however, will require extra funds that the students plan to raise by hosting an online auction. News 3's Mark Gorski informs us on this upcoming event.
The WIU Livestock Merchandising class is introducing their first WIU Livestock Legacy Sale. This new annual project will be held online where potential buyers can bid on a variety of sale items.
From our sale, we'd like to update our feeding system that we have right now is extremely outdated. We want to be able to know the better feed efficiency per cow and not just for the lot that they're in.
The professor coordinating this event, Dr. Mark Hogue, mentions there are more than 50 items being sold in this auction.
We have a lot of beef cattle genetics, anywhere from live cattle to bull semen that's really elite.
Student alumni even provided donations that is top quality.
We've got anywhere from Becks to Wiffles to those types of seed companies that have donated items that are fair market value, anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000.
Students of the project would like to at least gain the fair market value for each item, if not double, in order to gain all the funds needed for the facility updates.
It's very educational for the students, very educational for the producers, and also very important information for those customers that will buy the bulls.
The Livestock Legacy Sale will be open for bidding next Tuesday the 7th and will close Wednesday the 8th. More information can be found online at Louderman Option Auctions. For News 3, I'm Mark Gorski.
Be sure to look for advertisements around campus and, as Mark said, online at loudermanauctionoptions.com.
And now Mother Nature had a slow start this morning. And as the day has progressed, the humidity has reached 59%.
Oh man, let's bring in Storm Team 3's Nicholas Stewart for a look in today's sticky conditions.
Nick, do I have to wear more hairspray because of the sticky conditions?
Unfortunately, yes, and the humidity values are going to continue to increase, but you really can ask for more of a picturesque day outside. Let's take a look outside right now at the courthouse square. You can see those beautiful cumulus clouds building in. Temperatures around the increase as well. We're up to 68 degrees. It's nice to know when we're in spring because the northwest wind does not bring colder temperatures, just a little bit cooler than we were yesterday. Across the region, temperatures are in the upper 60s into the lower 70s as well. And looking at the satellite radar composite, no rain in the area. We just got a few clouds clearing through the region. We'll take a look at your forecast in just a couple minutes. There is some rain in the forecast. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Nick. New at 4, the victim of a fatal collision in Dallas City has been identified as a WIU student. Illinois State Police identified 22-year-old Kayla Smith of Colchester. Smith was the only occupant of the vehicle, which struck a tree after failing to stop at an intersection near Dallas City on March 22nd. Smith was a West Prairie High School graduate and Carl Sandburg College graduate in the class of 2014. She was pursuing a degree in elementary education, according to a WIU News 3 release. And the CEC Club here at WIU helps provide children with a large variety of books to learn from and enjoy reading.
The club donates scholastic books to the Infant and Preschool Center here on campus and to many charities across the globe.
Here at Western, the Council for Exceptional Children Club are having a book fair. The event is called Buy One, Donate One.
For every book a customer purchases, they get to choose one of equal or lesser value to donate to the children in Kenya or the preschool.
Not only is the fair for infant and preschoolers here at the WIU Center, but also for children in Kenya, Africa.
We got involved with our children's group from Kenya, and those are children who do not have any parents and are living in a high level of poverty. So we donate books to them to help them become more educated.
Students at WIU that plan on working in the field with children also volunteer for the CEC Club.
I really wanted to get involved, and I knew it was perfect for me because as a future special educator, I'll be working with this type of population.
Brooke Schaefer, the club's president, tries her best to make sure that the campus is more aware of the Council for Exceptional Children's Club.
We may not have the mass of 50 to 100 people that some organizations do, but we have a small group and we do great things in that small group.
The Macomb community has until April 3rd from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. to come to Horburn Hall to purchase and donate books for the preschoolers at the Western Daycare and also for a charity in Kenya, Africa. For News 3, I'm Desire Stewart.
And President Obama announces a major breakthrough in recent nuclear negotiations.
Still ahead, we take a look at the efforts that the U.S. and European Union are taking to prevent nuclear attacks from Iran.
That's right, and next, investigators continue uncovering answers for families of victims in the Germanwings crash in France. The discovery is made 2 days after a cell phone video from on board the plane was reportedly found.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
I think News3 is great. It's all one common goal. Everybody's trying to be #1. Last year we were #1 in the nation. We beat out Florida and Oklahoma. I get to work with so many professionals. It's a really great experience, and they're always there to help, and it's just all around fun. Jasmine Crichton really does make it a real life experience that most schools maybe not, they don't offer that.
That's low and below. Seriously.
Now from Macomb in high definition, you're watching Emily Manley, Johnny Cather, Storm Team 3's forecast with Nicholas Stewart, and sports with Jeff Marta. Live at 4 continues.
A new development in the investigation into last week's Germanwings plane crash. A French prosecutor says the flight data recorder has been found. The prosecutor says that the flight data recorder was buried in the area that has been searched previously. Investigators hope that the data recorder will provide more information on what happened during the flight. The plane's cockpit voice was not found the week before. That revealed that the pilot, Andrea Lubez, locked the pilot out of the cockpit and put the plane into a fatal crash.
President Obama addresses the nation regarding talks to reduce nuclear threats from Iran.
together with our allies and partners, has reached a historic understanding with Iran.
The new deal has not yet been signed and few details have emerged, but reports say it would include a massive elimination of nuclear-related sanctions against Iran. Negotiations to de-escalate nuclear progress have been talked about for years, but serious discussions began last week.
Pope Francis continues the feet-washing tradition in the Roman Catholic Church. The Holy Thursday ceremony traditionally features priests washing the feet of clergy, as the Bible says Jesus did at the Last Supper. Pope Francis is instead washing the feet of prisoners, something he's done since his installment 3 years ago.
Well, I'm sorry to say it's not time to put away the cold weather gear just yet.
But the Outlook does have an Easter egg in it. Nicholas Stewart joins us next in the Storm Team 3 forecast. Stay tuned.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours.
Dr. King, what's your next move? In March from Selma to Montgomery.
Selma is loud for every man, woman, and child.
We will not wait any longer.
In front of a crowd.
Mine eyes have seen the glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed ours.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
It's a little chilly out there, a little chilly. We had some rain today. What's going on with that? That going to go away anytime soon?
Well, we're going to drop down temperatures just a little bit, but we are going to warm up again as we head towards Easter. Beautiful conditions up ahead, and right now outside we might be a little bit cooler than we were yesterday, but a very picturesque day out there. Taking a look at the courthouse square at this hour, you can see those beautiful cumulus clouds building in the region. Temperatures at this hour are climbing up to 68 degrees. Again, that northwesterly wind coming in at 12 miles per hour isn't doing much to bring our temperatures down. Across the entire region, you can see these very warm temperatures building across the Midwest. Tri-state region is still sitting in the 70s at this hour. We're looking at the current satellite radar composite. You can see these clouds that moved in through the early afternoon. We had a few rain showers early on in the morning. Those have moved on. Look at mostly clear conditions right now. Further off to the south, that's where they're dealing with that severe weather. You can see there's a lone tornado warning down there across south central Missouri. And then tonight, that cold front's going to continue to progress through the region. We're looking at severe weather out ahead of that cold front, but behind, we're just dealing with a little bit of stray showers through there. Clouds will build in again overnight, but we're going to deal with some pretty clear conditions, at least for the early afternoon hours. Again, we mentioned the severe weather threat. An enhanced risk for severe weather is up for southern Missouri. That's for the main severe weather threat, including large hail, damaging wind, and tornadoes. For tomorrow, the front's going to continue on its track east. Right along the cold front, we're going to be dealing with some rain, some cloud cover as well. A few showers on the wraparound on the backside of the low pressure center, dealing with just a few more stray showers. But for tomorrow, the high pressure really starts building in for the weekend. Warm temperatures start building in. For tonight, we're dealing about 46 degrees with the north wind. Tomorrow, we're going to get up to about 53 degrees, but again, chances for rain for both days. But look at the temperatures across the next 5 days. Warming trend heading into the weekend. Look at that by Sunday, 64 degrees, mostly sunny conditions for Easter, and up to 67 degrees, but a chance of rain on Tuesday.
Not too shabby, not too flabby. Good Easter break for me.
Yeah, I would say so.
One of those good sayings because it's a happy day. Jeff, what you got for us?
I got some good news.
Good.
Great day in Leatherneck Athletics yesterday. Coming up next in sports, 2 Macomb High students have signed their letters of intent to continue their athletic careers. Find out where. And it was a, like I said, historic day for Western Illinois athletics. Sammy Marshall gets drafted into the MPF. More details on the way. Also, the baseball team welcomed the Iowa Hawkeyes to Macomb yesterday. We have highlights from an explosive Western performance right around the break.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic.
That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids.
We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone.
And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education.
HSF.net.
That's me, Chris Levingood, a senior broadcasting major at Western Illinois University. From networking in DC at a national conference to getting hands-on experience behind the news desk and in the field, the opportunities I have at WIU are preparing me for a successful media career. This is my story. What will your success story be?
That's me, Joe Decker, owner of San Diego-based Gut Check Fitness, Guinness Book or World Record holder, World's Fittest Man, and WIU graduate. There are a few things that
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic.
That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids.
We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone.
And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education.
HSF.net.
Welcome back to Live at 4. It's not every day a Western Illinois student athlete takes the next step into professional sports. Yesterday was one of those highlight moments for WIU athletics when softball phenom Sammy Marshall heard her name called at the National Pro Fast Pitch College Draft. It was the 4th round of the 2015 draft when the Chicago Bandits chose Marshall with the 18th pick. Marshall is a 2-time Summit League Player of the Year and is the all-time stolen base leader in the conference. The Chicago Bandits are one of 5 teams in the MPF. Marshall will finish out her season with the Leathernecks before she joins the Bandits this summer. The last Leatherneck softball player to play professionally is none other than Sammy's head coach, Holly Van Vlymen. The softball team season is right in the middle of it, and as they just broke into conference play. However, today they're in Iowa City to play Big Ten opponent Iowa. WIU has struggled against the Hawkeyes, losing the past 14 games. However, this season Iowa has slumped to an 11-27 record. Western is coming off a loss Tuesday to Bradley, in which they lost 10-8. Head coach Holly Van Vlymen is no stranger to Bod Pearl Softball Stadium. She coached at Iowa from 2001 to 2004. First pitch is set for 6:30 tonight. With all the excitement off the field, the baseball team was able to turn out quite the crowd last night for their game against number 4 ranked Iowa Hawkeyes. The wind was howling out in left field yesterday at Alfred D. Boyer Stadium. JT Baksha getting his 2nd collegiate start in this midweek tilt, but here's Sam Cunningham Beard in relief, and that's Nick Day on the other end of that pitch, taking this one deep to left field. He went 2 for 3 in the contest, and Iowa jumps ahead to a 3-0 lead. This year in the 4th inning, Western, however, would respond. Jake Moore stays hot for the Leathernecks here with the bases loaded, and he's going to get this hit over into right field, And the right fielder is going to go ahead and bobble it. Can't handle it. 2 runs going to score for WIU, part of a 7-run 5th inning. Following inning, Adam McGinnis is going to go ahead and step up to the plate. He's going to take this 2-1 pitch deep to center. A 3-run home run and 4th RBI in this game for the sophomore. Western up big now, 12-5 after that bomb from McGinnis. Finally, in the 8th, Colton Bogue takes this pitch for another ride over the left fielder's head, deep for a grand slam, putting the Leathernecks up 16-5. That win, Western taking advantage of that. The umpires would go ahead and call the game there. The freshman Colton Borchers gets his first career win, not too shabby, over the 24th ranked nationally Iowa Hawkeyes. Now in some other news in Western Illinois athletics, current athletic director Tommy Bell has been named one of 4 finalists for the athletic director position at Southern Illinois Carbondale. Bell is in his 2nd year at WIU as AD. He served as Associate Director of Institutional Advancement for SIU Athletics from 2001 to 2007. SIU President Randy Dunn expects to announce their decision later this spring after each candidate has had their visits of campus. And yesterday might have been April Fool's Day, but April 1st means a lot more to a couple of Macomb High athletes. Senior basketball star Yanni Sadler signed her letter of intent yesterday to attend and play basketball at Millikan University. Sadler finished her career at Macomb High with the program record in steals and assists. She won't be far from home either, staying in state at Millikan, which is located in Decatur, Illinois. There she plans to study business management. Besides Yanni, senior cross-country runner Ashley Plum signed a letter of intent as well yesterday. She commits to St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa. Plum finished 36th overall in the state meet in October. She plans on running both cross-country and track at St. Ambrose along with studying criminal justice. So a lot of exciting stuff happening, both Macomb High and Western. And then you got March Madness coming up this weekend. First games we played Saturday, Final Four. Going to be some good games.
Yep, my bracket's not looking too hot, but I guess we'll move forward. I'll better luck next year.
Yeah, not many people predicting these Final Four here. Michigan State, big upset there.
Big upset, huge.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks a lot.
An April Fool's prank on TV that created a huge buzz on the internet.
Come on down and join us after this.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic.
That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids.
We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you're not alone.
And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education.
HSF.net.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Stories. They happen everywhere. At NEWS3, we go the distance and tell them firsthand. Across the region.
The tornado tore through a neighborhood in Washington, Illinois.
Across the state.
Here at the state capitol in Springfield for the gubernatorial race.
Across generations.
We have a lot of people that are very dedicated. We're all volunteers.
The stories that inform us. The stories that move us. The stories that matter from a fresh perspective.
And now, here's your host, Drew Carey.
The man, the myth, the legend, Bob Barker fooled daytime TV lovers across the nation when he walked through the big doors at the start of yesterday's episode of The Price is Right.
That's right. The 91-year-old Barker hosted the show for 35 years before he retired in 2007. And judging by the reaction of the audience, he still got the magic.
So Bob Barker, how old they say? He's in his 90s now.
91.
That's
He's still
insane.
out there.
I don't have that much energy, and I am 70 years younger than he is. So.
Okay, Nick, now let's see your energy to get this good final forecast for us.
Sounds good. Let's do it. Taking a look at the forecast up ahead, a warming trend through the next several days. We're going to start drying out once we get into the weekend, but heading into the beginning of next week is our next chance of rain. Temperature is increasing into nearing 70 by early next week, so beautiful conditions the next several days.
That's fantastic. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks a lot, Nick. And that's it from the desk, but continue with us online all the time at news3wiu.com. Thanks a lot for joining us this Thursday. For Jeff Marta, I'm Johnny Cather.
And for Nicholas Stewart, I'm Emily Manley. Have a great evening and enjoy your weekend.